Right, clearly from the fact that you're seeing me in a tent, we have made it. We did it, there was lots of delays. A little bit of what happens when you get to a field. There's lots of this.
Hello!
Getting ready and dressed and stuff for Thursday. It's Thursday night, which means massive, massive drinking session. Headaches tomorrow and lots of regret. But we've got the cheeseburgers. You've got how many?
8.
Fantastic. He's got 8. I've got 6. When you first come onto the field, you wait for God to open because God is closed. He's not open to everyone. And then what you do is you go and get your player pack, covering up my CID in case anyone tries to steal it, you sneaky bastards. So, like this. So it's got Jonah Farkas character name, my actual name, which I'm going to blur because I don't want people to know my actual name for obvious reasons. Because I'll get weird ads on Facebook. In it, you should find character passport, tells you what you can do. Sorry about that red blinking light, it's on the GoPro, ignore that. You've then got your money amount, which is 18 rings, standard for a character. I've got a mana sight, so 7 mana crystals, and 22 wains of mithril.
Not normal.
Which looks like this. This is not normal. This is worth a lot of money. And the really sad thing is, none of this is mine, because I sit on a boss seat for someone. Basically what that means is you can only hold one seat at a time, which yields a resource, so like a mine for a certain thing, or a forest that chops down and gets a certain thing. A mithril seat is mithril mine?
Yeah.
Yeah, mithril mine. So obviously there's a mine somewhere that exists that's a government-owned resource. Then you go to the bourse, and there's an auction for that seat, which issues out X amount of that resource. So you can kind of work out how much it should roughly cost to get it for the entire season, because it's done four seasons at a time. Are they yearly?
No, annual.
Is it annual?
Annual. Yeah, you get an annual income.
Okay.
No, per event.
No, but they're auctioned off.
Oh, they're auctioned off annually.
Yeah. Auctioned off annually.
I wasn't listening.
No, that's fine. So you purchase it for the year, and you can work out over a year how many you should be getting, how much it will cost per piece, and then how much you should really spend on it. If you want a dick swing, you can overspend. Like what's his name? Lorenzo dick swings everywhere.
Yeah.
Quite effectively though, annoyingly.
Yeah.
Yeah, sadly, quite annoyingly.
But someone did just ram a bow into his massive statue of himself and cracked it and have nearly destroyed it.
Didn't he also pay for someone went to him with a proposition. Is it 500 thrones?
Yeah.
Someone went to him and said, I want to make an army for 500 thrones. And he went, okay then, gave them the money, and they fucked off. And that's the end of that story. They fucked off with all of his money. So fuck you, Lorenzo. I love that other guy though. So yeah, so we've got all of this, but I sit on a seat for someone, which means that none of this is mine, because all I am is a name on it. He does pay me one per season, I get to keep one, but I've already had those for the entire year.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, so yeah, thanks. We don't get any of those, so I have to hand all of those over, and as there's 22, and they are about 5 thrown a piece, yeah. How much is that? 110?
Great, yeah.
110 thrones. Yeah. And we've been working now for 3 years.
Yeah, something like that.
And we've got 60 to 70 thrones.
Yeah.
Not including the 20 you dropped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
So that's how much money I have to go and give to someone. So we're gonna go get drunk before we have to give this away. And I'm gonna hide this somewhere in my tent.
I'll hide it in my shoe if you want.
No. No. Peace out, bitches. Tom, right, you ready? Strike a pose. Vogue. shit because the pen isn't right, but it'll do. Now the horrific part, fixing it with hairspray. Let's go make some fucking money. Okay, so I don't know how well you guys can see me. It's currently probably about 1 AM. Don't normally do these nighttime ones, but it's been a good evening. It was fucking freezing cold. I've currently got a thermal base layer on my top half, a t-shirt, a vest, a coat, and a gambeson on, and my fingers are still like proper numb. It's been a good night. I'm going to go to sleep to the sound of singing and rain. Good and bad. But yeah, I made a little bit of money tonight. Been quite fun. I'll do a better update tomorrow morning when we should have Crossbow coming to come meet us. And that'll be quite good. Hopefully as well I can sort my makeup up because like it's a bit naff. But yeah, I need to sort that out. Get a good night's sleep. And then tomorrow, hopefully, shouldn't rain out so much. So we'll see how it goes. Staying positive. The best way you can go into these events is imagine that you could get hypothermia and die. And if you don't, every day is a victory. I pay to be here. Having fun. Going to bed. Woo! Right. It's the day after, it's now Saturday. My face looks awful. My eczema is playing up no end, so all flaky, horrible crap. Yeah, last night was quite good. Currently at this point, I can't remember what I vlogged last night, so I'm just going to do a quick run through. We got some stuff, found out I had some weirwood, didn't know that, sold that, now got some mithril, got some other stuff. Actually have no money again, only got things. That's about how it goes. But we will be looking to obviously make more money today. Annoyingly, when the weather's like this, it works out quite well for us. We have a washing line. Look. I did a clever. And those are my shoes. After one day. So proper good stuff. And I don't really want to get up because my clothes are slightly damp and I've just been hanging in a damp tent all night and haven't dried out. So we'll be very, very chilly. And it's still very slightly raining. Let's do this. I also might go buy a wand. Business. Okay, so I don't know if you can see me. It's pretty dark. It's now Saturday night. Made some money. There's been a spate of actual thefts, which kind of sucks. Like people actually stealing stuff. There was some broken glass left around like the academy, which is where the kids are, which isn't cool. Like whoever did that, you know what you did, you know it was shit, and you kind of need to own up to that. And yeah, bit of a shit day. Managed to do some stuff. Basically I'll fill you in tomorrow when it's a bit lighter. Right, so I'm gonna have to be brief because all my batteries are dying, including this one. Basically it was so cold, all my lipos for my vape are going, all my lipos for my GoPro are dying, and there won't be much more. So I'm just gonna quickly say now, it's been a pretty shitty event, but didn't die. So I'll do a roundup when I get back, and I'll see you guys when I've had a bath. Also the queue is right at the back end of the field. I'm looking at like about an hour's wait, and I've got to work at 5. I've got to be up at 5 AM tomorrow morning. It's currently now about 4, and I'm not even on the road yet. But it was a fun event, I think. See you later. Okay, so it's 2 weeks after the event now. I'm just over the illness. Sorry for not releasing this sooner, but I've had a crazy time with work and stuff since I got back. This is probably the first instance that I've had of actually being able to sit still and record something about the event. So let's get to it. The stuff that I've got from that event, which is pretty good, and we went into it kind of bit of money. I think we had about 60 thrones. Out of it we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Okay, so we've got 16 mana at the end of it, which isn't too bad. I've got a mana site which produces 7 per, so that's always good. So we've got 16 mana. All my green iron, I sold it. I sold all that green iron. So now I've got none of that left. Right, what do we have? We have got... Oh, that's meant for Owen. A nice little sewn bag. Again, this was bought for in-character money. Awesome stuff. We've got... Oh, I'm going to get this confused now. Welt silver? Pretty sure it's Welt silver. Welt silver or... Yeah, it's not Ori. Ori Calcum is the tiers. So I'm pretty sure that's Welt silver. Correct me if I'm wrong. 7 of that, which is always good. Then we've got monies. We're going to monies last. Do we have anything? Oh, we've got a bit of some other stuff. Right, so we've got a bit of bourse resource as well. Now, at one point we had 9 of these, which is quite nice. Well, at one point I had 21 of them, which is even better, but none of it was mine. Right, so we've got what, a mithril, 1, another mithril, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got 5 mithril. Funny story with the mithril. Some people that I know on the field were making fake mithril called Mithril. Now, the problem is, well, it wasn't really a problem. They were making it and stamping it in the field. So obviously they had the paper, they had their little own image of this, which they were stamping with potatoes and ink in the field and then using dirt to set the ink. The problem is, the quality of paper that they were using was better than this stuff. So people were looking through all of these bourse resources, and normally when you get a couple, you're just like 1, 2, and you're just checking to make sure that this says what it says it should say. So as long as it does, you kind of check and make sure there's no weirwood in there or white granite or something. But people were looking through and were feeling through, and they were feeling the real ones and going, nah, that's fake. Nah, that's fake. Oh, that one's real, but it wasn't. So they've been politely asked to stop. So always remember to check your bourse resources to make sure they are mithril, not mithril, white granite instead of bright granite, or whatever granite they're going to choose for that one. So I think they're still going to do it, they just need to make it more obvious. And it's correct weirwood, not weirwood, as in werewolf weir. Now, what have we got money-wise? Okay. I got the big beef coin. I felt really bad at the end of the event, so I said to everyone, I was like, right, turn in your stuff. I need to do a stuff and things video. So everyone reluctantly handed me all of their stuff. So this is what we got as a group of 3. We did have a lot more, but the story behind that in a minute. Right. So I did the coin thing before, where I'd tell you the coins, show you what they are. However, I'm now in a better position to actually be able to show you a little bit more. Well, I can show you up to thrones anyway. Right, so we've got, as before, the 1 ring. My screen will stay on. The 1 ring, pretty simple, pretty obvious. The wolf, because wolves are cool. The 5 ring. 5 rings, back of it as well. There we go. Now when you get 20 of those, that then becomes 1 crown. The crown and the wolf. 4 of those becomes 4 crowns. No surprise there. 4 crown piece. They're really, really nice, quite weighty as well. 8 of those, or 8 crowns, sorry, becomes 1 throne. Very nice, very nice. Very nice. Thing to remember is 1 throne is not 180 rings, like I keep thinking it is. It is in fact 160. 5 thrones then becomes, obviously, a 5 throne piece. Boom, boom, same sigil. Quite nice, nicely made. 20 thrones. They gave me a grubby one, which is annoying. Is a 20 throne piece. I might sit this in some like fizzy drink or something just to try and get rid of all of that horrible crap. It's a very, very nice coin. Very big. Love it. So yeah, so there are other coins as well. There is a 100 throne piece after this. Achilles of Damacan Forge, as he likes to be called. Was going to lend it to me, but it was in his car and the site, as you saw, was completely fucked, basically, so no one could be bothered to move. So I can't really blame him for not wanting to go to his car. I didn't want to go to his car. It's very far away, very muddy, and the field was shite. So, you know, no problems at all. But I nearly had a 100 thrown coin to show you guys. They were taken out of circulation for a little while due to the fact that some knobheads actually snuck in and stole one, like actually real life stole one, which is of course a massive dick move. So to stop them from actually using it, they were entirely taken out of circulation, so that if anyone did try and use it, you could be like, hey, you're the fuckers who stole that coin. Stop it. But they're now back in circulation as far as I'm aware. I don't think I've got any issues, or I think it's been long enough basically now that they're going to have to. And Achilles has got all the money in the world, so they need to just start issuing 100 thrown coins. Right, so I'm just tallying this up at the moment. That's 4. Oh, that's handy. That makes an entire throne. Right. So, this is not ours. I'll explain in a moment. But so far we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 7 crowns. And 7 crown, 13. Another throne. So that comes over to here to throne pieces. 7 crown though with 4 crown. Obviously that's way more than needed. So 4 plus another 4. 2, 3, 4 plus 5 and that. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 throne, 3 crown, 13 rings. And this which I will cry about now. Basically, the Great Forest Orcs... Great Forest Orcs? I think it's the Great Forest Orcs. They were owed some weirwood, because there was something to do with the woods where they were going to look after it for us, so we didn't have to pay it. All they did is they got a cut of the resources gained from the forest. However, people forgot to pay them. So at the 11th hour, not actually at the 11th hour, but the metaphorical 11th hour, they busted into Senate and were like, yo bitches, give us our weirwood. I don't know what the ultimatum was, but I'm going to say all death. It's normally all death. There was no weirwood to give them. So Sibby, who's in my group, Senator for Tharunin, good boy. Very good boy. Shame he's a briar though. Had to run around and try and get some weirwood. Luckily, obviously, we know the people who do the weirwood, stuff that looks like this, except it says weirwood. We know the people who actually have a lot of it, and they managed to cut us a deal where we got 10 weirwood for 20 throne. Well, that 20 throne coin that you saw, this one in fact, was ours for about 20 minutes. So it's a minute per throne, not too bad. Just like when before Owen dropped one. But yeah, so he's let me borrow the coin so I can show you guys what it looks like, but it's not ours because we bought some weirwood that then we also didn't get to keep, so we don't have any weirwood or a 20 throne piece. So I'm hoping we get repaid back from the man for that one, but you know, it's good of the Empire. Now we also should have had another 2 mithril, but I lent those to Raywin, who does the golden, or who's starting up the golden chalice, which I'm led to believe it is like a hospital thing, I think. I don't really know. So I've given them some mithril to help build that. So she's going to repay us 12 to make it 24, because that's what the other guy went up to after we did a couple of them. She's going to pay us 12 mana per season. For an entire year. So for 4 events she's going to give us 12 mana, which we can then sell on or whatever to repay these back, which is nice. Crossface was not too chuffed about this because all of this monetary loss that I just talked about happened within the 2-hour period in the morning after he gave us all of his money and said, just don't do anything stupid. So essentially we gave away 4 mithril worth, I'm just going to call it 5 for ease of maths, 20 throne, and then gave away another 20 throne in actual money. So we're 40 throne down, but it's all good. It's all good because, well, I don't really know why because, but the good of the Empire, That's why we play the game. It's a hero system. Remember that, guys. Something else that happened in the game. I think it was Saturday. There was an incident where someone was running around and literally just... I've just noticed those two are different. Someone was running around and looting some stuff. They were actually physically going into people's, like, icy stuff, obviously. They're going into people's, like, icy chests and stealing loads of money, stealing loads of resources, stealing loads of just players' stuff. Stuff that you can steal. So it's fair game. They did steal from the academy, though. And people shouldn't fuck with the academy. If you ever met any of those kids, they are ruthless. They will have you. If you get caught, they'll just be like, no, kill them. Kill them all. Don't care. So they stole from the academy, which unfortunately is not the first time that the school, the in-character school, filled with children, has been robbed. Now, the dickhead part about that is the fact that not only did they steal from the academy, they also broke glass. They actually physically broke glass around the academy, leaving shards of broken glass at night time. So at like 3 o'clock in the morning, I think this was. They actually broke glass around the academy. Now this kind of fucks me off a lot, because that's obviously child endangerment. That's not like, oh, we're having a laugh, or wouldn't it be funny? It's like, no, you're just being an absolute knob at that point by endangering children. You've broken fucking glass around a place that is specifically designed for children. You're absolutely stupid, and I'm sorry, cunts. Absolute cunts. So, whoever you are, if you watch this, if you broke the glass accidentally, go get someone and be like, hey, I broke some glass. I'm sorry, I'm a knob. I was pissed. I don't know how it was found. I don't know if someone walked on it. I don't know if someone saw it. It's muddy as fuck. You're probably not going to tell until it's in your fucking foot. And at which point it's then infected and shit, and no one wants that. And if anyone knows who did it, I'm just going to say, dob them in. People like that, I don't want, and I'm pretty sure other people don't want, people who have such low respect for the players of the game and also for the safety of children, ranging as young as I think they had someone who there was 4. So that's my little rant over. On a lighter note, I'm in a book. I'm in a book for good reasons, would like to point that out. This is the Anvil Almanac, Winter. Oh, there we go, that's what year it is now. 381. So this was quite cool. This was handed out in game. I think it was £2 a piece. There she is, look at her. She assaults people, by the way. So, this is quite nice. Obviously made by players. Sold in game to make a little bit of money. It's basically got like all the cool stuff in it. Senate conjunctures, all of that stuff. Leviathan, Valorn, all this. Now this stuff seems to all be plot. So I don't understand this. Not a clue. Conclave concerns? No thank you. So here we go, we've got Senate here. Senate's quite cool. And then what do we have there? It's my boy, Sibby, played by my friend Luke. Very, very proud of him. He got his game sorted in the end. He got to what he wanted to do. I'm very, very proud of him. Just trying to see if there's anyone else that I know on there. No. That's the answer to that. Let's have a look at the next one. What we got here? Other Imperial Senate positions. No. No one that I know there. On this side, what have we got there? Oh yeah, there we go. Silver Chalice, Raywin Farkas, like a boss. So she actually took it upon herself to actually design and build this entire, like all of these houses of Conclave. I don't really know how Conclave works. All of these kind of groups, they're all beneficial to a certain kind of thing. So you've got kind of scientific research, medicinal things, a war benefit, that kind of stuff. Each one has its own shtick. So the Silver Chalice was specifically designed by my friend Jess, or Raywin, to actually be for kind of the hospital, which is really, really cool. Really, really like that. So she's actually put something into the game that will basically be there for as long as we think the game will be running, which is awesome. Let me have a quick look, see if there's anyone else that I know. No, not on that one. Here we go though, Bourse. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Can you, for the Bourse positions, just have a look at the Great Mine of Briante. Right there. Look at that. It's me, Jonah. But yeah, so there we go. So that's that. I've actually managed to get something. Sora, though. The sneaky fucking snake. But yeah. So that's that.
We're also hoping to try and actually put out a little thing that's kind of financially based, so we can actually try and get people to sell stuff for the right value, because the financial market on that field is starting to become a little bit dead. People underselling or saying they can get it cheaper and overpricing on stuff, which kind of sucks. But we're hopefully going to start putting out papers maybe, or a little flyer just with our prices, not to mention any other names, Thrifty Squid, but you know, kind of more genuine prices on stuff. I'm going to leave it here for this episode. Again, I might do another one soon about some more Empire related things, possibly some more details about the flyer that we're going to be putting out as well. But if you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button. If you want to be kept up to date with all my LARP related stuff, and also all my other shit that I do, hit that subscribe button. As always, stay awesome.